Good morning, children. Welcome to class 5 Social Studies. Previous class we have learned chapter 6 Geographical Features of Earth. In this I have explained the latitudes and longitudes. Do you remember what we have learned in the previous class? What are latitudes? Latitudes are imaginary lines that run from east to west on a globe. They are the parallel lines, that is why they are otherwise known as parallels, latitudes or parallels. The main latitude, that is equator, 0 degree equator, that pass through the center of the earth and it divides the earth into two equal hemispheres. Then other than the equator there are other important latitudes. They are the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Arctic Circle. Okay, total there are 181 parallels or latitudes. Then the longitudes. Longitudes are also imaginary lines, but they are vertical lines. They run from north to west on a globe. And the main meridian, they are otherwise known as meridians. Longitudes or meridians. And this main meridian that pass through the center of the earth, it is the 0 degree meridian. It is called the prime meridian or Greenwich meridian, because this meridian or this longitude pass through the observatory Greenwich observatory of the Greenwich near London. That is why it is known as the Greenwich meridian or prime meridian. Okay. Then next one portion is there, grid. What is grid? We have learned that the latitudes are parallel lines and the longitudes are vertical lines. When these latitudes and parallels longitudes cross over each other, when we draw the latitudes and longitudes, they cross over each other because vertical lines and horizontal lines no. So when we draw on a sheet of paper, we can see that they cross over each other and form a number of squares there. Look at the picture, page number 54. The grid of latitudes and longitudes are given there, page number 54. So these latitudes are drawn and longitudes are drawn. So when they drawn, they cross over each other and forms a number of squares there, many squares there, and the squares are known as grid. So what is a grid? The grid is the network of lines formed by latitudes and the longitudes. Network of lines formed by latitudes and longitude is called grid. And with the help of this grid, we can locate places. Okay, so we can locate a place on a globe, any place on the earth on a globe, we can locate with the help of this grid, because all the latitudes and longitudes have its own degree. So in when we locate a place in between in which latitude and longitude that place is located, that we can identify with the help of this grid. Okay, so what is a grid? The grid is the network of lines formed by latitudes and longitudes. Okay, then one example is given there. For example, Indore is located at the intersection of 22 degree north and 76 degree east. So the place Indore is in between 22 degree north latitude and 76 degree east longitude. Okay, then so this is all about this latitudes and longitudes. Okay, read this portion very well. Then next, the weather and climate. I think this portion, this weather and climate, you have already learned in the previous year, isn't it? Then what is weather? When we look outside through the window, we can see the condition of the atmosphere. Maybe it is sunny or cloudy, but after 1 hour or 2 hours, when we watch the condition of the atmosphere, we can see that the atmospheric condition before 1 hour is changed. Okay, it may be sunny or rainy or windy. So this changing atmospheric condition is called weather. So weather is not a permanent condition of the atmosphere. It may be changed from time to time, hour to hour, day to day. Okay, So it is not a long term condition of the atmosphere. It is a short term condition of the atmosphere. So weather is the short term condition of the atmosphere. Clear? It may be hot, cold, sunny, rainy, humid or cloudy. So weather changes from day to day or even from hour to hour. So the hot weather today can be breezy and cold tomorrow. If it is hot today, that may be change for tomorrow. Tomorrow it will become breezy or cold. So this changing atmospheric condition is called weather. Understood all of you? Then what is climate? But climate is not like that. Climate is the average weather condition for many years of a place. When we take the condition of a place, weather is including there. Every place we can see the weather condition. That means condition will be changed. But average condition of the weather, 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, what is the average condition of that place? That is known as climate. So climate takes a very long time to change. It differs from place to place all over the world. For example, the summer, the winter. Inside the summer we can see different weather conditions, but summer 3 months or 4 months the summer condition is there. That will not be changed easily. 3 months or 4 months. It is a long time condition of the atmosphere. Like that winter also. From November onwards the winter starts. November, December, January, February till March. So this 4 months or 5 months this winter condition will remain the same. And rainy also 1-2 months it will remain the same. Summer, spring. So all these climate seasons have its own time, its own long time period. It remains the same. So the average weather condition of a place, that will not change and that remains the same for a long period of time. A long period of time. It is known as the climate. Understood? What is difference between weather and climate? Weather is a short term changes in the atmospheric condition, but climate is the average weather condition of a particular place for a long period of time. Clear all of you? Yes. Then next there are several factors that affecting the climate of a place. They are the latitude, altitude, winds, distance from the sea, humidity and ocean currents. Okay. So latitudes already we have learned. Latitude tells the distance from the equator, sun rays heat up the earth. Okay, all these things. That means equator that pass through the center of the earth, and both sides of the equator direct sunlight we get. So this place is the hottest place on the earth. So equator and nearby areas of the equator is the hottest place. As we move away from the equator to the polar regions, the temperature will goes on decreasing. Okay, so that place experience a different climate. Okay, then next is the altitude. Second is the altitude. Altitude means the height above the sea level. The height of a place above the sea level. That is known as altitude. We know that higher places, that means hilly areas, Himalayan region and other hilly regions have cooler the climate. But plain areas have hot climate. Plain areas like our Delhi, UP, all these are in plain area, located in the plain areas. So we have what climate? Hot climate in summer season. But as we move away from the hilly regions, Kulu, Manali, Nainital, okay, Himalayan region, as we move this place, because these places are high altitude, located in the high altitude areas. So the places located in the high altitude areas have a cooler climate, but the places located in the low altitude areas have a hot the climate. Okay. Then winds. Next, third factor that affecting the climate of a place is the wind. So the wind carry weather of one place to another. That means if hot wind blows, that area will be very hot. We know that summer season, the hot wind that blow in all the areas, so that area will be hot. But if the cold wind blows the area, that area will be cold. Okay, so hot wind bring hot climate or summer climate, cold wind brings cooler the climate, cool climate. Okay, next, distance from the sea. So this is because sea breeze or land breeze, sea breeze and land breeze occur different time. Okay, so when the cool breeze from the sea blows over the land, that makes the area moderate, that means neither too hot nor too cold. Like that, the hot land breeze blows to the sea, so near the sea, the land near the sea will get hot climate. Okay, so because of the sea, distance from the sea also affect the climate of a place. That means the coastal regions, that means the place near to the sea, this region always have humid climate, humidity, because the wind that blow from the sea brings moisture, lot of moisture, lot of water vapor. That is why these areas get a moderate climate or humid climate. Okay, then next, humidity. The fifth factor that affect the climate of a place is the humidity. So what is humidity? Amount of moisture in the atmosphere is known as humidity. Okay, so humidity affects the climate of a place. Places near to the equator are very humid because the process of evaporation of the sea water that is faster there. So equator places, that means which areas are near the sea, they have a lot of humidity. That means water evaporates easily, and the evaporation happens because of this evaporation, water vapor that remain that area, so that bring humidity in that place. Okay, then sixth point is the ocean currents. Ocean currents can be warm or cold. The temperature of the ocean currents affects the climate of place. So warm climate will ocean current is also there, cold ocean current is also there. So according to the warm these ocean currents, the climate will be warm or cold. Okay, so these are the factors that affect the climate of a place. That means the latitude, altitude, wind, distance from the sea, humidity and ocean currents. 6 factors that affect the climate of a place. Which are the 6 factors that affect the climate of a place? Latitude, altitude, winds, distance from the sea, humidity and ocean current. Okay, so the next portion, that is the temperature zone, the frigid zone, eclipses, all this I will take in the next class. So all of you read this chapter very well, and next class any doubt you can ask. Okay, then this is our last chapter. So the next chapter, India and its neighbors, chapter 7, that we will avoid. Okay, understood? Okay, bye.